Welcome to another episode of the Huge Podcast. The Huge Podcast, and I told you I was off.
What's
fin-
up?
we finally did it. Welcome to the
Yeah,
welcome to
thanks
the
for
show.
having me on board. Wait, you're choppy, man.
How about now?
Yeah,
Can you
that's
hear me?
better. Excellent. Yeah, I can hear you.
Right. So,
All right.
how you doing?
I'm fine. You? How about you, man?
I like the look, man. I like the look.
Thanks. I'm wearing this mullet these days.
Yeah.
Change of looks. Having
Well,
a long hair for a very long time now.
yeah.
Having this new look again. Yeah.
Finally got tired of that hair, right?
Yeah. Oh no,
But you,
did I say the F
yeah,
word?
you. This is that show.
This is
First,
that show. Okay.
first.
Yeah,
This is the show
man.
you get to be you, man.
Nice.
So, for the guys who are watching this, we are doing another live episode, dude. We're not starting soon. We're already starting. There you go. So yes, we are with no other than this guy, Tresvillariza right here.
Yeah.
For all of you who don't know, this guy is responsible for the branding of this podcast. Yep,
Yep.
he is the guy responsible for the branding of the
I made a
platform.
logo because I'm helping this guy.
Yes, yeah. What are friends for? But
Yes.
But anyway, for anyone who don't know who this guy is up until now, this guy is the one who engineered Traverse. Yup. And just a heads up for everyone, this is
Oh yeah.
nice.
that's kind of that's kind of nostalgic to me now
Shout
because that
shout out, right?
right.
Ray my
Thanks, man.
realista.
Yeah, and I'm wearing the same shirt, man, from that video. I just noticed it.
Really?
Yeah, that's why I'm saying
Really?
like it's kind of nostalgic. Oh, what the?
So ironic.
Yeah.
Ironic kayo. Man. So
Shout out to Raymar.
shout out that guy. He said I gained weight.
You?
Yeah, I posted one of the videos on a story in IG recently.
Mhm.
I just greeted a guy, my friend. We were playing one-on-one basketball. He said like I really gained weight. That was like back in January,
Oh,
and man, I think I've doubled the weight now. So I think I'm around 100 kg.
really? I was
I'm
expecting you're losing, man.
no, that
Really?
was like last year.
That was
That
like
was
last
really
year.
that
Well,
was like
that's fine.
last
You,
year.
you seems thinner. I mean, like you don't
It's
look
pro-
that
it's
big.
probably
Also,
because of
just maybe your
it's probably
mustache,
yeah, you're right. It's probably because
right?
of the beard, and I'm wearing the cap, so like
Mm.
my
Staple.
face look
I
my
like that
my
brand.
thanks. My face looks longer, by the way. See,
Mm.
the beard helps. When I lose this thing, when I lose it, I look like a baby. I look like a kid.
Yeah, man. I remember. I can still imagine you without
Yeah,
that beard.
I need to keep this. So for
Yeah, right away.
anyone, and that your look also gives you a different look this time. Like seems like you've gone through something. Like you mind telling us what's going on?
Yeah. Lately, my father passed away.
Right.
So yeah, life goes on. We always hear this phrase like death is like a thief, doesn't tell you when it comes.
Yeah.
So yeah, it not that phrase has a different meaning to me now because it's the
Really.
first time to have someone died from our family. So like That was like 3 months ago. Was it? February, March, April. No, no, it's April now. May now. Yeah, 3 months ago.
May.
Yeah.
Condolences, man. I
And
mean, that was
thanks,
a long
man.
time ago, but condolences. I wish I was
Yeah,
there.
cause
Like
yeah,
your friend, even though like we don't have the most loveliest relationships, we have a love-hate relationship. But at least we're honest to each other. I mean, we don't have to be nice
yes.
all the time, but I can say nasty stuff to you. You can say nasty stuff to me, and but I can only offer you my condolences from the other
Thanks,
side of
man.
the world, man.
Thanks,
But
man.
anyway, how you holding up?
It's kind of strange because my dad used to live here with me, just the two of us alone. And then
Right.
any sound that I make, aside from the sound that I make, it's obviously coming from him, or if not from the stray cats or whatever. And now, like I can, like the silence, man. Sometimes, like when I'm already trying to sleep, and
Yeah.
then like I don't hear him breathing because I normally
Right.
I can hear him breathing like sometimes like he don't feel good and I'm just trying to hear him. We don't have the really we're not that close. I mean we don't talk that much, but
Yeah.
we have a certain language of love that
Love language. What's this?
yeah
What kind
yeah
of language is it? Like
like
silence?
yeah I
Like
don't know. It's I can't even describe it, but like most people can notice like when my friends comes to our home like hey
yeah.
Tres, you're not talking with your dad, are you in good terms? I'm
Like
like
LQ mo?
yeah yeah I'm like we're not in I mean we're in good terms, just that we're not fond of talking or like just like other families, like they're very close with their dad, talk a
Yeah.
lot about stuff, their dream and goals.
I
My dad
mean,
is like very strict, the strict one. Just look
same,
at me in the eye.
same. I grew up like that too. Like that's why maybe I can relate, and
Mm,
probably why like we click because I think we have similar personalities. Like
yeah, man.
I have to ask you, man. Like, do you have a lot of insecurities?
Hmm. Nice. Um, People used to tell me that, oh, Tress, you're talented. Oh, Tress, you can draw
Yeah.
this and that. Insecurities. I do, man. I do have a lot of insecurities. One thing is, I can maybe start with small insecurity. I can mention a few. Like,
Yeah.
I wish I can sing. Just, I wish
Really, I don't. I
I
don't.
can play.
I
Yeah.
don't. I don't
I wish I
see it.
can play guitar well. Because people are like, yeah, but the dude's
Yeah,
just a
because
part.
you have long hair, man. Like you know how jealous I am of that hair. Like I wish my hair was that straight. I
So
could.
yeah, those
I
were
could
some of the just
yeah.
small insecurities. From time to time, you try to like compare yourself, but I have a bigger insecurities that I still have right now. I think
Really.
uh
I mean, I think everybody's never gonna get over their insecurities, man. Like,
yeah, but I'm able to live with it. Number one is I'd
yeah,
have to be honest. I wish I'm a little wealthier, maybe with a wealthier family. But you can't choose your
don't
family,
don't
man.
don't we all? I mean, come to think of it, if you were born of a family that has generational wealth, do you think you
Mm,
would be this creative? Do you think you would have this kind of hunger? I mean,
yeah.
you have access to like all the specs you need,
Mm,
the latest cutting edge camera, the latest cutting edge editing software. But would you still have that hunger? It's just different, man. Like when you're this is how the way I see it. When you're born from here, it's all upside, man. Because you're
mm,
at the bottom, right? It's when you're here,
yeah.
it's all it's all going up
Yeah.
there. Whereas if you start from the top, man, you have everything to lose,
Mm.
right?
Right. I mean that makes sense also. But yeah, but still like I feel like if I had the wealth,
Yeah.
that's next great, right? Like I can do things
So much.
easier,
I understand.
right? Like I
Yeah.
can still have the same mentality, the same hunger, the same level of inspiration, aspiration. If I have, whether I don't have enough resources or whatever. But yeah, so that's just one of my huge insecurity. Aside from that, the good thing about this is that I don't dwell with it so much. I don't take it so hard because I know, yeah, just what you said. Every one of us have insecurities, and for sure, these people who are like we're seeing them, they're on top of their game. They also have these bad days or
Yeah.
for sure insecurities. So yeah, man.
Everybody has their bad days. Like
Yeah.
I'm also insecure, man, because you mentioned like you had this love language with your family, right? Your dad,
Mm.
and I kind of relate to that because I had the same kind of environment
What
back at home.
was he that alpha male?
Yeah, kind of, and like
Okay.
I wouldn't say very dictator like, but
Mm. I've
I appreciate that now. I appreciate why he had to do that, man. He grew up his life like that too. Like it gets passed down the line. Like it's a legacy thing. But you now like you're more self-aware. When you're self-aware, dude, like you kind of put some balance into it. You still need that in life, man. Like things that you pick up from
exactly.
You gotta look back, man. Then, man, this is your family, and But I'm a bit guilty because I don't really tend to. I'm proud of my family, but I don't really tend to talk about them that much. Like I'm not so bullish about them. But one of these days, like I'm gonna honor them in such a way that they'll be so proud of me. I don't know.
Yes.
Yeah, man. Like it's nice to catch up and talk about other things besides current issues and trends. It's nice. It's nice to
Exactly.
catch up. It's nice to catch up about life. But let's get down to business here. I want to talk about you and
Yeah, man.
what's going on with these hikes, man. I like it, bro. Like this is the total opposites what's happening right now. Last year I
Yeah.
was like really like a health and fitness enthusiast freak. Now it's like the total opposite. Like I'm just basically like a couch potato. Like I don't go out of the house. But
That's fine, man.
you're something different now, man. I see you going on those trails, those hikes. Take me to those hikes, man. What's the high, man? What's the rush you get out of these things?
Yes, I mean, because for everyone to know, we're here in Bukidnon. I'm staying here. So like Bukidnon, from the word Bukid, it's mountain. It's that's the place. So yeah, recently COVID happened, and I think it's already anniversary now because it was around this time last year, right?
Yeah, same.
Yeah, this lockdown started around May. I don't know.
The same time around where the borders closed, where everything got locked.
Yeah, so I came up with
happy anniversary though.
Yeah, COVID, and still it's going on. Anyway, so yeah, I came up with a brand, Traverse. So coming up with that brand and then getting into these hikes, camping are two different things actually that I really love. But I was able to like put them together, these two interests that I have in mind. That I really want to do. So yeah,
it aligns, right? It aligns with
really
brand.
aligns the brand. Although like for me, the brand with the Traverse, I don't want it to be strongly associated with mountains and bukid. But
because you know what, it's very confusing at times. Like I know you, man. Like we've been living together here in the UAE for like 2 years or 1 year, and I've even known you longer than that. Mountains, traversing mountains is probably like the third or fourth, fifth in your list when it comes to interest, because I know what you really like, man.
Yeah, I mean,
you like street culture, you like anime, you like music, you like
movies, film.
You like film, you like shooting, and mountains are like probably the last thing I think that would like resonate with you.
Yeah, man. I mean, it's quite strange because yeah, I have to think of something that I can still honor my hometown, my homeland, Bukidnon. And so when you say traverse, the first thing you can associate with it is mountains. So with my interest on street style, street fashion, all these brands, was able, yeah, you were saying earlier, it aligns. So when you say traverse, still it's a universal term. It doesn't mean or automatically state it's about mountain. Because if you are in a different place, traverse would mean just going from one place to another, right?
True. Yeah.
So yeah, it can be the
Or
metropolis.
traversing to the next level.
Yeah,
Something like that.
traversing to the next level. Yes, exactly. Then it can even be traversing the psychedelic world. All this shit. So yeah, I'm going for that looks also for my brand in the future. But for now, I'm very happy to strongly represent Bukidnon with the brand. It's not
Bukidnon
for
represent.
yes,
Is it?
exactly.
I got a question though, and then like, are you the only one out there? Do you think you're the only one out there? Like, just be don't be humble on this one. Do you think
Oh,
you're the
okay.
only one out there who's got this niche or this kind of style of branding in
Mm-hmm.
Bukidnon in Malaybalay?
Okay. I don't wanna be humble about it. I think I am really humble, but fuck. Okay,
Really?
wait. Yeah, yeah. Us being Garboso is just like an
Yeah.
inside joke for us. But okay, to say this publicly, I think there are other brands. They're really promising, but in terms of the market, the niche, they don't know what to do. They don't know what their brand represents, or they're just trying to associate their brand from these bands, from these people, or from these certain groups, which is totally fine. But yeah, Traverse, the, knowing this brand, trying to uh, introduce this brand to the rest of the world is, I think, yeah, I'm the only one here in Bukidnon trying to do that. But
You're,
it's
you know what? I want to cut you off on this one. I think you
okay.
brought your influence in the your Middle Eastern influences,
Yeah, of
your
course, man.
experience here
Yes,
back
definitely.
to Malaybalay. And you're not the only
Yes.
one. I hate to say you're not the only one in the Philippines to have done that. 'Cause
No, no, no,
we've
no.
got a close friend. Shout out Pine 74 by
Oh
Timothy.
yeah,
Yeah,
Timothy Tim. I
he
miss this
carried
guy.
that. Both you guys have carried that blueprint
Yes,
and
exactly.
try to bring it home. GBH ninyo, gibring house ninyo.
Mm-hmm. Tim, man, I miss
Tim,
that
shout
guy.
out. Man,
Shout
I've
out to
been
Tim.
I've been inviting him on this podcast, man. Guy's busy, like I don't know, or probably he just doesn't want to talk, or
Nah, he
he's.
surely wanna talk about it, but yeah, maybe lately he's very busy.
I've been teasing him with the Gary V and the Bobby Brown hundreds.
We've lived many generations of this brand, many generations of streetwear. Very recently, we're entering like a completely different space, which is more along the lines of crypto and NFTs, and which is
Episode like
Yeah,
we could do the same thing, you know. Like,
exactly right. He's a big fan of Bobby.
of course, the guy is the hundreds. He's the
Mm,
hundreds. He's a hundreds guy.
exactly.
Tres, just I want to criticize your audio right now. Can you please stop
Okay, wait.
fidgeting? There you go.
Okay,
Sorry,
sorry, man. I have a poor headset.
it's fine. No, I think your audio will be better than mine, but you know
Mm.
that clicking
Is it
sound
better now? It's
drives me
does it sound
nuts.
better?
No, I'm just joking. But you know,
Do I
just
sound
trying
better
to.
now?
Yeah, of course. Yeah,
Okay.
it's better now. Because just trying to sound like really
Wait, can
good. You know,
wait? Are you sharing this on Facebook already?
of course, dude.
What the fuck, man? Wait, I'm gonna share this.
It's quick reflex, man.
Wait. Because this is my first time. Wait.
So for anyone who's listening and watching right now, do you see the aesthetics of my guests right here? That yellow shirt and that look? That is heavily inspired by Chongqing Express. I'm gonna show you right now. I'm gonna share the screen. Where is that? There you go. I'm going to share this screen, bro. There you go. So, our guy Tresvillariza is heavily inspired by this film right here. I don't know if everybody can hear this. Can you hear this, man? Our guy
Yeah.
Tresvillariza
No, I can't.
loves.
I can't hear the audio.
Right. So StreamYard still has its limitations, but yep, for anyone who's watching this, these are one of the influences of our guy.
Okay, I'm on board now again. Sorry, Fox.
You like the sound? Like
Yeah.
that looks like our guy right there. Except
This is Fei
except he
Wong.
has a
Oh
beard.
man,
Yep. He
that's
has a
very
beard. He has his she has her bum sticking out. What is she looking for? Pubes?
Yeah, kind of. That's kind of weird. That part, man.
I like this part, man. Look at that. Oh my god. Man,
This is
movie
from-
was just movie's just ahead of its time, man.
Yeah. Even now, like it's a classic.
A cult classic.
But but it's not for everyone. It's not for everyone, definitely.
So you really come to terms that everybody will not love it, huh?
Yeah, I mean, yeah.
I mean-
it's always like that. It's always like that.
I've always thought of us or myself or you like really weird because of that, because nobody likes our preferences. I mean, there's a community out there that's more like us or more than us, but yep,
Yep, exactly. I mean,
This
because
is- this is what
In our-
Tresvillariza is all about right here.
yeah, Tony Leong Chai Woy.
Right. Are you done sharing the
Yeah,
feed
I'm
to
done
all the
sharing it.
platforms?
I'm on board
Alright.
now. Oh,
So
man,
what
this
I'm
is-
gonna do is going back to Travers. Like you think you're all by yourself out there and a pioneer in this kind
Yeah.
of scene,
Yeah.
streetwear lifestyle brand in Malaybalay. And I think it's refreshing. You know, people need that, especially like the way you started the brand. Like people
Mm.
needed some escapism. You know,
Mm,
people just want to
mm,
escape. Like people just want to get out of the house. Like
mm.
they want to go to the mountains. They want to go outdoors. It was
Yeah, man,
so timely, man. People needed that.
It really is. I think I can consider it as one of my advantage also, because when COVID hits, everyone wants to go outdoor. More people appreciates outdoor, even recognizes Bukidnon. I mean, people outside nationwide recognizes Bukid. I feel like more people appreciates the life, the simpler life,
Yeah,
going outdoors, and then like going to malls is kind of
camping, barbecue outdoors,
yes, exactly. And then
swimming in the streams.
yeah, yeah, man. And we are in the best place actually. I would say like Bukidnon, it's really a place for all this outdoor shit.
I know,
We
right?
have the most simplistic one, the luxurious one, because we also have the Hilayan. I haven't been there yet, but yeah, like the variety from
It's just
from-
developed. For me, it's just the place to develop. But you really want to go like in depth, like
Yeah.
deep experience.
If you want, like,
go
if
to
you want-
Bukidnon, man, but the
Yeah.
Hilayan, that place. Drink a cocoa, hot cocoa or tablia, whatever you call that. Eat
exactly
suman, eat keping,
Binake. Yeah.
binaki.
Yeah, all these local delicacies, man. Especially if you're OFW, you'll miss this food.
Oh,
It's
oh,
very
yeah.
nostalgic.
Of course, absolutely, man. And you know, like when the way your brand came out and about, and you sold out every single drop.
Yes,
like-
thank you, everyone.
Yeah,
For
I want
the
to ask
support.
you. Thank you for everybody who supported that. Thank you, because I just want this
Yes.
guy to succeed so much. Because he's putting in the work, man. It's time to put love, to show some love to like for us people, like not just only you, like for us also as well, man. We put in the work, man. Like,
Man,
the tough-
we
the
do
tough-
the real shit.
yeah, the tough thing about it is we sometimes like we don't sell clothes on YouTube sites. We don't really get paid as
Mhm.
much.
That's
So
one thing.
right now it's like a slow burn for us, and
Exactly.
to the point like we don't even expect to be paid. You know, so like
Wow.
it's all for the love right now. But for you, like it's nice because you also earn monetary value to further grow your brand and
Yes.
the lifestyle, because lifestyle of course involves clothes and
Mm.
having to sell out all those drops. Can you take us what's the process like, or do you mind sharing some trade secrets here? Like how do you do that,
Okay.
from
I
conceptualizing with
mm,
a concept for the shirt, or
mm,
putting a narrative for the shirt, like
mm.
how do you brand something? What's that like?
I'm yeah. I mean, because everything starts from the mind. So everything that I put, everything that I've showed from Traverse, it's already inside my head, just waited to be executed. So from the moment I thought about, oh wait, I'm freezing again. Oh man,
Yeah,
sorry. Okay,
fine.
is it better now? Okay.
Yep.
So yeah, everything is inside my head already. I mean, the photo shoot, the design of the shirt, the color, the target audience. It's as I'm saying again and again, it's not for everyone. In fact, like I only released a very limited. It's not a marketing strat or something, but it has to be really limited, and
Grab
I have to live with
grab
it.
yours now.
Yeah. So yeah,
Those marketing traps,
yeah. No,
deadlines and shit.
yeah. I mean, because as I am saying, I already understood. I understand where I'm heading, where I'm going. So yeah, from the first release, I really wanted to represent Bukidnon, and the branding has to be relatable globally, not just for the people in Bukidnon. That was
Okay.
my goal, man. So that's the trade secret right there that I could tell you. Understanding your brand, listening to feedback from others, even if they're not the wisest person you can talk to. Yeah, because they have
Feedback,
valid
still
points.
feedback,
Yeah,
man.
yeah. I mean, I know my brand so much, but I still have to do really research, really try to create drafts. Everything that I released went on a really uh rigid, was is it the term, planning,
Rigid process,
rigid
thorough.
process. Yeah, thorough. Yeah. So it's not like, okay, I just want to release this shit. I'm cool already. No, even the posting, even one post that can highly represent your brand, I'm very careful with it. I'm really putting
Really.
sweat, talent, effort in it. I don't want to release just
How
one.
long does it take to write, like, 'cause that's called copywriting, right? Like, how long does it take you to come up with words for a single post? Like, does it
Ah,
take you a day, or does it
no,
take
no,
you
no, no,
30
not
seconds?
really. Like it's very random. Just few like when I'm planning to post something, unlike those album, it takes one day at least, or half a day.
Right.
I mean, one day because of the editing. But if I'm going to put words like, ah, this is the street, it's very easy for me because I'm a DevCom student also. I
Yeah.
was trained to
Right.
write. Yeah,
Represent DevComs.
yeah,
DevComs for
DevCom.
life.
Yeah, the BSU one, not the savior, but still. Because
I've, we've had a DevCom teacher talk on Bisaya podcast PH2, man. It was like really refreshing. I
oh,
just realized
nice.
Masscom and DevCom are different.
Yeah, it is.
She
It's
really
valid.
lectured me.
So
Yeah,
yeah, man.
we've yeah.
So yeah, that's it. I mean, and aside from that, yeah, the execution, you have to deal with all the failures because with the you have to know your suppliers, you have to check the quality of your clothes, the the color and all, even the packaging, the design. So it's a 360 effort. It's branding. It's not just something you want to release, have cooked, and then end up disappointed, getting bad feedbacks. But so
Yeah.
far was able to. So far it sold out, and aside from that fact,
Yeah.
people really loved
They,
it. They do,
yeah.
and they're
I
like,
could
hey,
see it, man.
mm,
I can see the way people have been like using your products.
mm,
It's on MTVs, on music videos.
mm. Yeah,
It's on
Binrax also.
shoots.
Oh man,
Yeah,
yeah.
I saw that. It's
Mm,
on shoots, like when people go camping, like they want to include that, that
yeah.
accessory.
It's kind
It's
of
nice.
it's a staple
It's a
already.
staple in. It became a staple, I think,
It
in
became a
Malaybalay. Because like
staple. Yes.
when you go when you go outdoors, like you can't go without one, man. Like
Yeah,
I've seen the
exactly.
people, I've seen the community, man. Like wow, you get
Starts to
so
grow.
much love. Starts to grow,
Yes.
man.
Thank you.
Malaybalay grown. But you kind of dodged me on the process of making a shirt. So like I really wanna dissect that. And
Mm.
how does it start? Like you said, like it all starts in the mind, and you carefully think out the process. I mean, the words that go into that, the story that goes into that, and then when does it become a shirt?
Mm. Well, I want to answer this kind of poetically. When does something
Okay,
becomes a shirt? It
yeah,
becomes a shirt when you actually add value to it.
right.
Yeah, I came up with the design Prisoners of Mountain. That's the
Prisoner. I
yeah
just love that so much. Prisoners, like it's like you're
yeah
bound to the mountain, man. Like it's like you,
yeah
man. It's like it represents you actually, because
mm,
you were from the mountains.
yeah
Now, because you were in the sand pit, and the mountains were like slowly calling you back.
yes
Tres, come
yes.
back.
And then this time that the prisoner doesn't necessarily mean or a negative. The connotation is not a negative.
Yeah,
Yeah, I want it to be on a positive side. So that yeah, like calling you again, embracing you again, your roots, your culture, where you grow up. So that was it's all about. And yeah, translating that into a merch, a mug, a T-shirt, a jacket is something that I
a
really
hat.
thought of. A hat, yes, and yeah, I mean, I maybe like people can talk about it like yeah they love it, and then so that was really I kind of hope for that, but I wasn't expecting so much love from the community
Really,
out there.
you weren't
Yeah, yeah,
expecting.
yeah. I wasn't that expecting. I mean,
How did you receive that love though? Like, were you overwhelmed? Were
y-
you in tears?
yeah,
Like,
yeah. You
finally,
know,
like
you know me, man. I don't wanna. Yeah,
people are
like
trying to turn their heads to me now, like
that's
to get
one thing really.
validated, right?
Yeah, exactly. Because you know me, I don't want to like show my face, try to mingle with a lot of people. I'm
Are you sure
very
about that?
selective. Yeah,
What about
I mean,
What about these pictures of you looking like Steve Aoki and stuff?
no, man.
What is
Just
this?
that's no. Of
You always
course,
like to
no.
show your face, man.
No, I mean, like, I don't want to mingle with a lot of people because not because
Right.
I'm trying to be, because we're old, right? If you reach
Yeah.
that certain level, you know who you want to hang with. Now I have this brand. It it needs me to be out there,
Right. Say,
right?
I feel you. I feel you. I can relate because
I
when I started this platform too, I felt like a horror. I felt like a burikat, like
right.
layman's term. Like I have no face in social media. People don't know me in social media, like up to now. But I have grown thick skin, like pabaga og dagway, man, because you're trying to grow something,
Yeah,
and you have to play the game. I
yeah,
understand what we're trying to do. Like we have to be active in these platforms because it's where the attention is at. It's an attention game. Like I've peeled so much to the
yeah.
social media already, man.
Y-
I think everybody knows. For the people who are following me, I think I think they kind of know like half of my story already. So it's like I
Yeah,
have to be, like, I have to be really careful what I say next, But at the same
yeah,
time, I also think like, who gives a shit? I don't care.
exactly. So yeah, with that, that for me, I've already had this certain level of just this amount of online presence, just this amount of posting and all. That's for me.
And
So
you were happy to flex your followers on IG to me one time, and I told you, is that what makes you happy, huh? Huh?
yeah, yeah, man. I mean, like our Instagram,
I know you.
reach.
I know you are you have pride over your Instagram page, man. You're all about aesthetics. I know you. Like you're all about aesthetics,
It
man.
has to be. I mean, it has to be. BS.
And you hammered hard on my brain. Like what huge upsides. Instagram sucks. I have to say it out here out loud because it's true, man. Like we don't know how to play the Instagram game. Like me and my co-host also want to post at the same time.
Mm,
It's like I can't take that away from him.
mm.
This is our baby, you know. Like we have to share the floor together, and I don't mind. But when you offered your talents to us to manage our page, when is that really gonna happen? Like, but
Man, I
you
told
have
you, just give me the username.
yeah,
Remember?
but you I did give you at some point. I
No,
can't
you
remember.
didn't. I waited for that. But
Right?
anyway,
Because
like that. What's good thing about it, man, is you recognize that, and that doesn't end there. Because I'm listening to, because it's your. I'm saying this also because you're running a podcast. I'm
yeah,
actually listening to it from time to time, and that's the point of it. I love that you guys having this varied topics, different people being on board, and
I
yeah.
thought you loved it because we're friends. You know,
No, man, you know me. That's one thing, but for sure.
jokes aside,
Yeah, I mean, yeah, at least you recognize that fact. So that's
how can I
one
not
strength.
recognize it, man? Every time we talk, like it's the only thing that comes out. Like I've been guilty of that. Like I want to take care of the pages,
Mm,
like the social media
mm,
platforms that we're on, like
mm,
especially in IG, because that's where you're bullish, the
mm,
IG,
mm.
and I don't know about Facebook. Basically, you can just post anything on Facebook.
So
You
yeah,
know, like
what
yes, you're about to
oh,
say like yeah. I just want to clear it out. Like we just appreciate your your insights every
mm,
time, and
mm.
so thankful, man. Like I want I want to make you cry, but no, I'm not
No.
like that. But anyway,
So yeah, all those are just because of branding.
we
The
always want to
aesthetic has to be
improve.
there.
Yeah,
Yeah.
I mean, like, tell me if this works. Okay, so if you can go to our, I'm gonna show everyone our Instagram page. I'm gonna share the page, and you give us some feedback and insight.
Oh
Okay,
wow, that's nice. Okay.
I want this to happen right now. Let's get down to it. I want you to be very frank with us.
Okay. Sure.
And you can be very brutally honest. I know you. You're very brutally honest to me, and that's what I appreciate about you because you don't hold anything back. And we need that, man. People are trying to sweet talk and kiss everybody's ass all the time, but we need some brutal honesty, dude. So here it is. Where's that window? Okay, so if everybody can see this, this is basically it. This is the Traverse Instagram page. Looks really nice, right?
Yeah.
Look at that. Look at
Everything
that.
is
Everything. And we missed to play this. Look at that.
yeah.
Ooh,
Yeah,
unboxed.
shout out to Mortus, to wait, what's her name? Z. She
Gee,
brought this Z. This
nice,
video
man.
is from her.
See that? All the love these people are giving. I
Yeah,
like the way you have like the inside tag where it's not this piece of cloth that's hanging dangling anymore. It's part of
yeah.
the what do you call this part of the shirt?
The tag?
Yeah, the
No,
tag.
the neckline, the
The
neckline.
neckline. Yeah, it's already part of the neckline. It's really nice. Anyway, if you guys want to know more about the Traverse page, just go follow this one right here. At his Instagram handles are at traverse.folks.
Folks.
See that? He's super proud of his achievement right there.
I got wait 566 followers.
Yeah, you
That's
flex.
enough
You flex.
for
Yeah, I
now.
mean, this is organic right here.
That's
This
organic.
is organic.
And it's not
Thi-
like we are hard to please, but no, we're not following anyone because we're trying to make our own mark.
yes,
Mm,
man. That's how you grow in this world. And I want to ask you before we go to our page, like for us, like a podcast, do we seriously
mm,
need to like have our own niche? I mean, yeah, but we also want to educate people out there about all walks of life. You know, we as a
mm.
podcast, well, we want all walks of life. We want to cater to everyone, and to a
Okay.
general, to more general. So, okay, we're here. So you see that?
Wait,
I
I'll
know
check
it's
it.
it. it's a sore eye for you, right?
It is.
Can you
Wait,
see it? Can you see
I'll
this right
check it.
now?
Yeah,
And these are your early works right here. This by the
yeah.
way is done by our guy Tresvillariza, and he's been doing that for season 1 to season 2. But the guy got
Mhm.
busy and he got tired of us in Instagram, so he decided to stop. and okay, so this is done. I appreciate this by my co-host, man, because who's gonna do it, man? I can't do shit. But
He
okay,
did this, all
yeah,
this.
he did this one, the one in the left. So to
Mm.
just to show our faces, just to give the people what the episode is like, just a brief snap. I did this one. So okay, so what I want, and I'm gonna hide this one eventually because I want to put the episode cover over here. So what I want people to
That's
see
right.
is what I want to see people to see is because man, it's not a monopoly. Like I have a guy who also wants to post here, right? And we both want to post here because it's ours, our baby. And tell me if I'm wrong. This line right here is the only one we want to keep consistent. Would that be
Mm.
enough to show some consistency and aesthetic? And the rest can be reels. We don't want to limit ourselves to like covers. We also want to
Mm.
show like reels, like such as this. I did this by the way. Like I know how to make this stuff,
Inspired by Apple. Wait,
right?
the
It's quick.
yeah.
I don't want to limit myself to this. What we're trying to
Mm.
do is like we're trying to give people variety. Like this, we also have this kind of. I love this, by the way, by my co-host. I love this, and we wish to do more of these, like audiograms where the guy gets to talk and so on and so forth, like stuff like this, like like it's pretty obvious. Like Jeff Bezos and me did not speak, but just want to put his face there because he looks appealing to the public. And we
Yes.
also have our NFT drops. We want to feature everything on our page. Is that a good thing though for you? Take
It's
us
a
through.
very good thing. That's the best tool that you can have because you guys are down for almost everything.
Right.
You are the right avenue for it. If someone have this brand or this goal or this new technology, NFT, everything. It's just that visually
Right.
these lines here, these are cohesive actually. These lines. These are
Cohesive. Right.
nice. These are nice. The yellow lines.
Yeah, I
Be,
love that. I adore it
yeah, yeah.
actually.
These are nice for starting a your Instagram page at least
Oh,
from the
okay.
beginning. But later on, the you have to react like evolve, and then yeah, you were already talking about it. The only thing I don't that this is too heavily. I mean, it's a sore eye for me. The design too
Yeah,
much.
it's really
But
wow.
with this I can recognize what you guys are trying to go for, trying to put your
Which is
faces, the
which,
guest, the title of the episode. I It's good thing that I can see that. I mean, people can see that it's just that the design is we can improve that humongously.
well, what was that? I missed that. What do we need to
Yeah,
improve on?
I mean the
I'm
design.
taking this like really seriously because this is free education right here. You want to tell
Yeah,
it to us one
yeah.
more time.
In terms of design, it has everything has to work together. You can't
Right.
just post one post that is really good. Just for example, this one. This is really nice. This is really good,
Yeah.
right? And you love this. I also
I
love
love
that,
I love it.
but it doesn't work. Why?
It's not
Because
consistent.
it's not consistent.
Right.
But if you try to imagine this kind of design,
Yeah.
more of this kind of design than
Right.
this Instagram page will obviously improve, and more people
We
will maybe follow it. In
aesthetically
my
it looks
opinion, I
good.
mean, yeah, aesthetically, because the size of the text are perfect.
Right.
The person, the video, you guys
The guy
was
is
able
moving.
to,
I love
yeah,
it. It's
moving.
like
It's
it's
very catchy,
interactive.
man. It's really nice. It's very
Mm.
catchy. See, like
Shout out Coisermento, out of shape that.
yeah, Coach Kevin So, right?
Yeah. Yep.
The size of his name was very small, but I still wanna read that.
Really. Okay.
Yeah,
So the
because it's
placement of
not
the words
yeah,
is
because it's not shouting, not like this. This is so in my face.
right.
I
Yes.
don't wanna. I'm like what the fuck? I don't
Really.
care.
I
Yeah.
made that, by the way.
So it's so to be fair, all the information is
Yeah.
there, but it's ugly in my opinion. Sorry.
No, no. We want this. We want the feedback, man.
Yeah,
So
but
what about the captions? Do they play a role?
they play a very important role, man. Because
Okay.
you can add link, you can add an intro,
With
but it
Instagram, I don't think you can add a link on the captions though.
oh yeah, yeah. I mean, like at least their
We need to
handle or the
pause.
topic.
Hold on, we need to pause. Carry on for the show. Please keep talking.
Okay, so
Story
it's just okay. It's just that you have to work with the visual first before someone will even try to read the caption. But if you're asking, is caption important? Yes, it is. It's very important. It's where people get the introduction, the information, the handles of the guest, maybe. So yeah, where's my where's the host now? So yeah. Also, if you're trying to post something on Instagram, it has to be again cohesive. It has to work together. The simpler, the better. You have to use a very minimal colors. So this one, good thing about this is it uses only three colors. Definitely black and white are not colors, but okay, let's just count that. You have black, white, yellow, and that's it. Text were on the perfect size, his name, and on trying box and getting humbled. Yeah, the subtitle. So this is really nice. So I wish you guys can post more of this, not the other one. The other one, the information, the details are there. If I'm really patient, okay, fine. But for those people who are kind of has a certain level of standard or aesthetic, this doesn't pass, man. I'm sorry to say. So
All right,
it's really
we're
music.
back.
You're back, man. I've talked
What,
a lot.
what did I miss?
No, I just reiterated what we've talked so far
All right.
previously.
Hold it a second there, bro. Thank you for carrying on this show. Without me, man, your life hits, man. You know, we
Right?
gotta tend to
I'm getting out
perseverance.
of words. Okay.
Thanks for holding it down for us. So I just wanna let's just give a co shout out here, like to people who are watching us right now. So I can see some people who in the comment section, like, thank you, Kath. Yeah, we've been waiting for your girl. Where are you, man? Let's get this recording done, man. What else? My sister's here. Hello, Janice. How you been doing? Froylan, what is up? BCBC Han, no sounds for the vids, but thank you for watching this though. We want to get you and Tim's on this show and get to talk about Volume 1, man. Come on, do us a big favor, Froy. If you're still watching this right now, dude, go hit up Tim. Tell him to talk on this show. We need that. We need that here. Cholo, what is up, bro? Man, this therapist is still doing it. Yeah, the guy is still sporting the yellow shirt. He loves yellow. He
Wait,
he
I'm gonna leave
he.
for like 30
Sure,
seconds.
of course, your time. And my cousin here, Robbie Robs. Thank you for the support. Anyway, hope you all are enjoying this live feed right here. Like, this is so new for us. Like, we have never tried this ever, but we had a breakthrough last night with Bisaya Podcast PH community. Shout out to the guys who have come up with this crazy and innovative idea to start streaming on StreamYard. Shout out
Back at
to there's some audio feedback from your side. You know,
Is it fine now? Wait, because
I
I'm
think you're close to some device or something. Yeah, we just want to give a shout out to Owen McCarthy the third, the second, Owen McCarthy of Imoha Podcast, and Juan Timay from Malaybalay though, to Juan Timay of Nice One Sessions. Those guys introduced me to these otherworldly platforms out there, like such as StreamYard and Discord. Man, you can record episodes over there. Like, I feel old, man. Like, there are trends to these things, man. Technology has gone so far. Like, damn, I don't know if that was relative to the last thing you said, Tres, but I just want to give a shout out to the people who did, and also a shout out to the guys at the comment section, because we're doing this live, by the way.
Cholo.
What's up?
Said
bro?
this yellow guy is so familiar. I'm like, yeah, right. I'm
Yeah.
your old friend Steve Aoki. Introduced by Mike.
Yeah. Yeah, man. Like, again, I want to thank you for coming to the show. Other than that, man, like, I always enjoyed our friendship, you know, like, but I want to go back to, it was nice to talk about your brand, and nice to talk about the social media and how to aesthetically align stuff.
Mhm.
But I just want to go personal here. I just want to go back to us, like, being connected and being friends, you know, like, I kind of
Yeah, man.
always feel like friendships are being undervalued these days. Like, there's always this thought of, like, you have to get something out of friends other than the friendship that you share. People that are always, there's always a vested interest, like, I need to get something out of this friendship. Like, it's either favors or values or gain. But you know, it's always been like that, and I've been guilty of that. I've been playing that kind of game, like, ever since, you know. Then and I ditch people along the way, and I'm very guilty of that. And I'm pretty sure some people are out there who are similar like me, and who have done the same stuff. Man, I'm not really proud of it, you know. And there are some people I've ditched in my life, like, don't wanna see you anymore or something like that. But I'm just happy and pumped that, man, we are still connecting till this day. 'Cause
Yeah, man.
I've had like friends over here, like, we don't talk to anymore, but we're still connecting. And I'm just so happy that, you know, that what you're doing right now, we're doing the same thing, and we're trying to grow our brand.
Exactly.
I saw this post you did one time, like, you were sharing a throwback of Pine 74
Yeah, man.
of us in some Soul DXB event.
Yeah.
I saw that, like that kind of also, like, for me, like, validated, like, Tress remembers every now and then. He can be mean, like, he can forget you at times, but
Because we're not those type of people on social media who really posts a lot of our stuff, or like where we go. I don't even remember.
Are you sure you don't post a lot of stuff?
Yeah, I mean with friends, right?
Yeah.
I don't even
Me
remember.
too. Like, I don't like.
Yeah.
I just wait to be tagged in some picture.
Yeah,
That's it.
and I don't even show that in my timeline.
Really?
Yeah, yours shows when sometimes like your mom posts something. I can see that, which is totally fine.
I swear to God, my timeline is filled with my mom's posts of her and her plants. I kind of like it that way, you know. Like,
yeah,
a lot of people think I'm a mama's boy. I still am, in a way, I think, you know.
we all are. So yeah, man. I mean, like, cause you're talking about the friendship. I never really felt like you were just trying to hang around because you need something.
I was
want to
like
get
that.
something.
I'm a parasite, you know. Like, I always think about gain.
Yeah.
I mean, a small friendship here and there.
Mm-hmm. For other people, I don't know. I felt like you were not really that kind. I don't think you're just saying that maybe to other people, but yeah, Raymar, Kath, Catnip, even we don't talk anymore. Catnip, because he's not
Really?
on. Yeah, because he's not on Facebook.
Yeah, his wife's on Facebook.
Mm,
Shout out to Catnip though.
yeah, and Cat.
Friendships like these or relationships like these
Mm,
may not necessarily be in our relationship, or it can be
mm,
relationships that, you know, it it may turn out like you don't get any value from it, but you still get value from, from the company of people. And I always
mm.
thought like in a dark, I remember in one of the 2019 was like the shittiest year of my life.
Oh,
And
yeah. That's why that.
I regress so much, and I think you were the only, like, I think you were one of the only people who, like, I kind of leaned on to
Mm,
those years. And honestly thought if you weren't there, if we were living in the same house, I think I would have lost it. And
oh, fuck, man.
I was drawing up like crazy stuff in my mind. Like I get psychotic sometimes, and
Oh,
I
fuck, man.
really and I mean it. Like I I have a confession to make. Like those
Mm,
people in those, we lived in the same house, right, in the same
right.
flat apartment, and we lived
Yes.
with some other people. Like it was all good, but there was this one point where like I just kind of flipped I flipped, and
Mm.
I don't know
Yeah,
if I was depressed that time or something,
you
but
you were so hard on yourself that time, man. But I
really, yeah,
kind of just letting you and trying to understand you. Some people, and the rest of the people in the house were saying this and that. I feel like I'm trying to put myself neutrally, really, in all sincerity. Like, no, we can't. Let's try to understand this
yeah,
guy. And
and
that was the
I
time your dad died also, right? That's the same year.
yeah,
Yeah, that was
my dad
heavy,
passed
man.
away. I was like, I don't know. I didn't want to admit that I was depressed. I was in denial,
Mm,
I think. Even up till now, I may
mm,
deny that I'm in denial,
mm.
denying that I'm in denial at that
We,
year.
we, no.
Because I was just trying to hold it in, like,
Mm,
and it eventually, I imploded. Like, I couldn't, like, what, instead of like lashing out at people,
mm.
I went inward. Like, I
Yeah,
just shut everything off, like,
yeah, I remember.
that I didn't I'm not very proud of that, but I'm happy to say that I'm maybe in good terms with some of the people back in that flat. I've
Mm.
spoken to some of them recently,
Oh,
talking about
really?
it. Yeah, I
Oh,
mean, like,
wow.
I
That's
realized
nice,
that
man.
you can't burn bridges. Like,
Uh,
I mean, I haven't spoke to all of them entirely, but I'm
mm,
at a place right now like I'm open for reconciliation, but
mm,
there's this ego and this pride still going in on me, and to think honestly, to think like it's still not my priority, but I
mm.
just want to say like, man, life is short.
Yeah, it is, man. You don't know this, but they were kind of saying negative words, but they were still really rooting for you.
Yeah, I know. Like
I couldn't just
it.
say that to you like, hey,
Yeah,
man, try to, because I know like you're having a, I don't know what's inside your head that time also. So like,
I
yeah,
get. I get like
I mean,
I get really deep sometimes.
at least now, good to hear that you guys were
Yeah, to some
talking
like
again.
they reached out. I was kind of like touched by that. Like, I totally gave up on those people
Mm,
at some point, and
some
then
point.
it's heartwarming that they reached out to me. Like, I was to the point like where I don't need these people in my life. Like, like I don't get anything from them. I don't find value from them. Like,
Mm,
but at the end of the day, man, like they also got lives too. Like we don't know what they're going through, and I can't be selfish. Like, I and then I was really touched when they reached out to me, and I kind of felt like, man, I was so wrong all these years. They didn't deserve that. I mean, nobody deserves that kind of treatment. I also honestly feel that this podcast is, a place for me to have some therapy because people get to hear me talk.
Yeah.
At the end of the day, I'm a lonely person. Nobody wants to talk to me. I just invented this podcast so I can talk to people.
Fuck no, man.
But
It's
like,
a-
yeah, man, like I'm at the place right now. Like, I'm willing to get out of the way.
Mm.
I still have that. Like, I have ego, man. Like, I have pride. Like, that's my downfall. Like, that's my weakness. I have pride. I have ego. I'm prejudiced, and the sad thing is, like, I keep pushing people away. But now I'm at the
Mm.
place where, like, I am self-aware. Like,
Mm.
you
Man,
need to-
you have more self-awareness than most people I know. And I mean, I'm so proud of you, really, really. Trying to say these words, you recognize this shit. You were saying, yeah, you were on the point of denial, but like all these things, your level of self-awareness is, I can even consider it higher than me. I mean, a lot.
I wouldn't say because
No, 'cause, wait.
nabiyanye ko sa akong flight. If I
You-
was
you-
self-aware, I
no,
would have been
no.
there like 5 hours. I mean, it's out of context.
No, pero no, I mean, how do I say this? At least like you recognize this, right? Like the red flags,
Yeah,
how red it gets, the
So
faults that
bloody,
you make.
so bloody red, man.
You're not like and like try to ignore. No, you. I don't know how, because it. What? How do I say
It's
this?
okay. It's okay.
Yeah. Yeah.
We're too
Okay,
serious
it's okay.
here. I mean, I get what you mean. Like,
Mm.
I've acknowledged.
Mm.
I've acknowledged that I have.
That's a very good that's a very good character.
And I kind of think it's the driving force for me because what else do I have, man? I'm not talented. Like, I kind of feel like this puts me in the listener's shoes where they
Really?
can relate. I want to give people low lights, right? People just want highlights, man. Like, if you're about the aesthetics and looking good, I want to show people the other side of that, the flip side of that.
That's what one thing I can strongly associate from you. Like Mike, he's into lowlights also. That's what I really
Yeah.
appreciate you as well, because yeah, you have that in mind also. Like not everything just shining, shimmering.
Oh yeah.
Uh,
That's why I try to, like, shy away from posting selfies or like, but sometimes I do it every now and then for the
Are you?
traction, for the clout.
Really?
Yeah,
I don't remember.
see,
I don't remember you
exactly.
posting a
So
selfie. Man.
nobody remembers me posting selfies because I'm like, basically nobody recognizes me for that.
No,
But
yeah, I don't-
every now and then I have to play the game, and post something, aesthetically appealing. I don't look good, but at least like some angles and stuff. It drives engagement, and on the next post in the next story is a link to the podcast. That's how I play this game. Remember, like, I had this one episode. I made a cover of me sporting my abs, right?
Yeah,
Remember that? Yeah.
man. I'm curious now. Why did you blur that shit?
Oh, me now?
And then you made it as your cover photo.
It had nothing to do with. I just wanted it because because of the NFTs. There a lot
Okay.
of NFTs are pixels. My face was
Okay.
pixelated, so I wanted
Uh,
to turn myself
uh,
into an NFT. I've always like leaned on to you, like, this guy is eccentric, man. Like,
yeah.
look at you, look at you, man. You look different, dog.
Oh,
Like, how is that, like, being different, man? Like, do you like to be different? Like, do you want to stand out? Is that part of you, like, you want to be recognized as the guy who looks like this, or the guy who thinks like this, or you don't care about none of those?
I can't say I don't care about it. I No, I never really planned to. I don't know, man. It's effortless. It's just I'm just being me. I mean, the way I choose my clothes, the way I choose the media that I consume, the way I choose that I wanna see a huge upside and all the stories that they have, the people who I hang around with. I don't
Yeah.
no, I don't even think of trying to stand out, but I always consider of making a statement. I think that's a proper way to say it. I mean, I have this. I don't know if this is weird, but like I always want.
It's
I
weird.
always. It's weird, man. You know,
The jokes aside, now carry on.
No.
There's this weird sound coming off from you again.
because I'm charging because my
Oh, okay. There you go. So
Man, 'cause-
what's weird?
I know. I mean, like, you know what? I want to keep up with all the rest in all the rest of the globe. You know what I mean? I mean, because you see black people, they stand out. Mexican people, they stand out. Japanese, they stand out. I feel like I have this responsibility.
I like this. So
I
the
feel-
Pinoys don't stand out? I like how
Yes,
this is
man.
going.
I have this.
Really?
Yes, I have this.
In what way though? Like where
In many ways.
where
in
do
many
we
ways.
don't stand out?
In technology, in fashion,
Okay.
in science.
Really in fashion. So describe what the fashion sense is like in the Philippines. I like to hear this. And people should respect opinions here. Like that's why I'm very interested in this guy's opinion. Not only because he's my friend, man. Look at that guy. He has a brand. Respect. Okay?
No,
Right.
because we're always the end up as a second class. With now these days, we're asking what's the fashion sense of most people here. Like they try to look like K-pop, and then the mainstream media is trying to feed us with K-pop,
Right.
and nothing's
Yeah.
wrong about that because now at least we have a choice. We have YouTube, we have Netflix. But how about those young generation? They're like bombarded with all this Minio,
Information, right?
all this K-pop ish. No, we're not going there. Although we have animes, Japanese when we were young, but they're not like pushing us to dress this way or look really beautiful, have a fair skin, all this shit. I feel like
White.
so
Be white.
so going back to what I'm trying to say, I don't want to stand out, but I'm trying to make a statement, a mark of my own as a Filipino. When I moved to Dubai, I
This
worked
look,
with,
this look, is this a Filipino look right now?
no, it isn't, but it is
You know,
90s,
It
80s.
does look like a Filipino back in the 70s or
Ah.
80s, 90s though.
Yeah, partly with the music scene. Am I right?
I mean,
No,
you
I mean,
right now, you in particular, this look.
this look. Yeah, because I don't know. Just want
It's
to
a
break the
mullet.
long hair. Yeah. I mean, yeah, technology, even movies, TV series, and all. I mean, so like I'm trying to wrap myself in a way that other people can recognize me as this a Filipino guy. Oh man, they can keep up with the trend or they can keep up
Right.
with this conversation, this topic. Oh no, they can't even just keep up. They're more to it. They're very smart. They're very intellect. They're very competitive. Look at Traverse. Look at Bukidnon. Man, I've captured all those images that can really bring
Sell
pride to Bukidnon.
Yeah.
Yes.
Sell.
And it's for the world to see. I'm like, what the fuck? And it's not like the heavily edited one. It's just so raw.
Raw.
Everything.
So, there was no post production done on that.
There is, but it looks so raw. It's not like blue skies are very blue
Yeah.
and all this shit. You still can feel it that it's Bukidnon. It's just there.
100%. True.
Right? So, and everything I do, I wear, I say as much as conscious as possible, it has to be, it's goes down with, I want to step up every Filipino out there. Man, like I I mean, we have pure talents, pure potentials, but we try to just submit to other culture, other countries. We don't fight back.
Yeah, like
Then
I kind of feel I'm guilty of that because like I rarely speak Bisaya on this platform. I mean, I do from time to time,
but
you
it's
know,
fine because
we
no
think
no
it's cool. We think it's cool because it's
no
in
no it
English.
isn't. We don't think it that way. I don't think it that way because English is a tool for us to be understood by
Right.
the rest of the world.
Universal language, right?
Yeah, and I'm not even very good in English. If someone says, you have a wrong grammar, bad grammar, I really appreciate that.
Thank you, Nazi grammar Nazi.
Mm.
But
Yeah, I mean,
can you make a shirt like this? There you go. I mean, I see your point. Like, man, do you think it's high time we put ourselves on a pedestal, the Filipino culture? Like,
yes, man.
I'm guilty of that. Like, I'm not so proud of the.
I'm blocking all these foreign bloggers stating on their videos, a day in the Philippines, we go there, we went there, we had
they've
what the fuck? I don't fucking care.
They've capitalized on that, right? Like,
yes.
And
you know what? It's really, really good for them. But for us, we've been corrupted. We've asking them for a certain level of validity, and it's too much. If this guy, like, say, no hate, man. This is just an opinion. The
becoming Filipino.
The becoming Filipino. I've
name.
I've seen the DOT, Department of Tourism, Region 10, greeted him with post, happy birthday, thank you for. I'm like, oh wow.
But do you think it's good? Do you think it's good though for like diplomatic purposes? Like it keeps a very good relationship between us and where he's from, like Canada. He's Canadian, right?
I don't know, man. Maybe it works for him, for other people, but for me, the way I look at it, it's more of the influence that he's perpetuating to the rest of us Filipinos.
I still think like the upside to that is, sorry to cut you off. I still think the upside to that is like using his platform shows the world out there that the Philippines looks like this. I mean, but I think who should be subscribing to him should be Canadians, and not us.
Right. Yeah, right.
Not us.
Yeah,
we
right.
should be patronizing our own products.
The problem also with us, this is always. I don't want to talk about this anymore, man.
I like this conversation.
Oh, you like this? Okay. So it's just that we don't have. We have to have a strong identity that can compete. Man, the word is competition. We can't just be right. We can't just exist. We have to compete. That's our nature. China is invading Philippines,
and we have this. We have this like submissive trait, right? Like
we can't.
Yes,
we're
man.
For me, in my opinion, is like, yeah, right. They can invade Philippines. It's always been like that. When who are these colonizers? Magellan, something. The Spain, they colonized Philippines. That's what happened. The China owning Philippines. It's just history repeating itself.
Yeah.
It's just that more people right now are entitled, but they really can. If you go back to like 50, 100 years ago, it's the same thing. It's just that now people have the platform. China, but really, because they're a strong country, so they can invade us all they want. I mean, am I making sense? So yeah. So that's me trying to dress up, So that's me trying to dress up to act way, trying to be different.
You feel like there's. I'm sorry to cut you off here, but do you feel like there is what you're trying to do is make hope for us?
Yeah, man. Because I'm never really. I never really shared this a lot before, but I had several talks. I conducted workshop. I was invited. That's one thing. I was invited to talk as a speaker in college in universities
Where at? Man, you've been busy.
here. No, I mean that was before. I mean, like people are. I'm surprised people are listening to me when I talk.
Really?
I
Okay,
mean,
there's
like
this also one thing I
they're
want to
they're
point
in
out. Like,
they're inviting me, ba? No, what I'm
really?
trying to say is like people want
Yeah,
to hear from
you're
me.
credible. You're credible. Because you know why? Did this happen before the brand or after
No,
the brand?
before the brand.
And did this happen before you
Ah,
went abroad or after you went abroad?
partly no, because I've already had that ko ano po. I already no when it's been happening before, and then when I move abroad and work there, people
Right.
yeah, so it
It's sort of validated, like, oh,
oh
we want to listen to this guy because he's been
mm,
around the world and he's seen and
mm,
he's experienced cultures.
mm,
That's
mm,
also one thing I want to point out is like I've listened to. You remember that last guest we had on the show, Diana Mita. I
mm,
listened to her episode in some other podcast. Um, she mentioned that a lot of us Filipinos also tend to lean on Pinoys who are from outside the country, who are overseas. Like, what is
mm.
that? Like, is it because like they went overseas, they have leverage over the local scene? Do they look more respectable? Do they look more smart?
Okay,
Like, look,
wait. Tell.
I'm gonna point out some people. There are
Mm.
some really good artists, local artists. But nga no ang musikat, why do people heed more to Easy Mill? Why do people heed more to these artists who are from abroad rather than the current ones in within the country,
Mm.
right? Like,
You answer it, please, first.
I don't know, man. That just goes back to like us. Like, not there. Is it because of like a crab mentality thing? We don't want to see the local ones succeed, or it'd rather be the ones outside the country than the ones living across the street, right?
I have
Does that
one.
does that, does that play a part? No, like you don't want to see the local brand succeed.
No, it's no, cause no, cause this is just a theory in mine. For me, you talked about Easy Meal. I haven't really checked his video ever. I've heard his song.
Hey, he's good. I
Uh,
mean, no knock on him. He's really good.
yeah.
But there's
Really.
also like really good artists such as
Mm.
him, the
I
same
haven't.
caliber
Mm.
locally. But
No, cause
why the guys abroad, man?
mm, no. I have this theory. Most artists here, maybe just the mainstream one, they try to emulate or copy, like say, like again K-pop, or they try to look like Hollywood. They try to look like Chris Brown. And people are marketing them as ang ang this name of Pinas. You get what I mean? Like he's the Tom Cruise of the Philippines. It's that's very toxic, man.
Yeah,
Be Mike Ratcho can be just Mike Ratcho, not
yeah.
Gary V of I know the Gary V of
Got-
Cagayan de Oro. Like what the
Thank you.
fuck?
That's a compliment, by the way.
See. No, I mean like pe- people are trying to market themselves that way, or any artist.
Yeah.
Also, no. There are really good artists, local artists. The bad thing about it is they're very good singers. Okay, that's it. But that's just one thing. Their music video has to be, if they're trying to emulate or copy for it, it has to be universal. Like maybe let's say for example, Blackpink. You have to keep up with the standard, the Hollywood level. They all shimmering, all perfect. A face has to be beautiful or handsome. Body
Yeah.
has to be the amount of sexiness and all. Filipino are doing that also, but we can't keep up with them because why? We're short. We have pango, but we never embraced that. We should first acknowledge that and take that as our advantage. When we make music video, the singer is very good, but the production value of the music video, it's so cheesy. It's a copycat. The lighting direction, the stage, the styling. So but the singer is really good.
Yeah.
If you can hear it on the radio, but you try to look at her video, it doesn't match. So when someone abroad singing all that swag, they got it because that's where they were raised. They have that swag that we're trying to copy. We're trying so hard. So that's why we try to validate them more, or they get more audience, and also that Filipino represent, because I'm not that guy. I'm sorry. I mean, like if someone is half-blooded like Bruno Mars, I don't care if it's Filipino. Her, her?
Her Joaquin Phoenix?
No, her. Her. She won the Oscar just few weeks back. No, not Oscar, Grammy, I think. She's a Filipino. So like I'm like, yeah, she's good, but you can't be owning that person. That person is very talented, and that doesn't have to do with her race, where she from. If she's very proud of it, then wait for it. Wait for her to tell you that, I'm from Philippines, I'm representing this. You can't be telling the person that he has a 20% Filipino blood and all this shit. But anyway, that's just how life is.
How life works, right?
Yeah, we conform, we argue, we have opinion, we post meme, we simplify things, we complicate things. People who are maybe listening now feel like I wanna get into their conversation and say this because these guys don't know what they're saying. Or maybe one listener here.
I'm going to check. I'm going to check the comments. Shout out Sir Tres, Sir Stan, and Ike Jason Angway. Like the real aesthetic of Bukidnon. Shout out to Tres. Migo ko na kay. You got guys show love to you, man. Like,
that's Ike. That's a very good friend of mine.
You drifted so far, like but
let's go back.
I'm happy that you want to give hope, to us, like as Filipinos in lifestyle or streetwear or whatnot. And I honestly thought that you have this platform because you got these people commenting here, and God knows who else who refused to comment and just viewed this and seen this. But you have a solid platform, and you have a potential, to educate people. So, like, do you see that? Do you see it like that? Like, where do you see this coming? Do you see your platform as a form of, like, a school of some sort, a way for Filipinos to learn, like they have to stand up for themselves, Filipinos to learn to be proud of their heritage, proud of their culture?
Yeah, man, part of it. Because one thing about Traverse is it's selling merch. It's selling merch. That's number one thing. You can associate it or you'll recognize it. But yes, behind every photo you'll see, behind every photo that we try to post, it has to be a certain level of aesthetic that people can recognize the effort in it, how genuine it is, not trying to just make a beautiful facade. So like people will be, at least from my hometown, will see like, we can go global, can compete with the other.
Yeah.
Although for now it's very, very small brand. I'm going to live with Traverse all my life. Maybe in the future, like I can come up with my with production company also here. I don't know. Who knows?
The future is bright, man. You gotta claim it, man.
I mean,
I also see it like, you can't manage this thing alone, man.
Yeah, I really can't. Even now, I'm having
we're all self-aware that To
Yeah.
scale, we need
That's the
people
dream, man. That's what keeping me alive pod lately.
to
I
drive
was
you.
really in a very bad shape this year.
Yeah,
This year, man.
the bad knees.
Mm. Yeah. Yeah. Oh yes. So yeah, it may not be directly like the ways. I mean, as you said, it may not directly teach people or state this, but it will just show. If you like, try to
It will
pay more attention.
it will manifest.
Yeah, it will. If you will pay more attention to it, you'll see that the people behind it. It's not like because I'm the only person behind it, but there are other people also. No, I mean like the people that you can see from the photo because it's already a community. The people behind it
Yes.
are pushing the creatives locally, and yeah.
It
So
resonates, you know,
mm,
there's an influence going on. Like
mm,
makatakod ba? It's contagious.
I just don't. That's also what like we mentioned this earlier. I wasn't going all out pa these days with
Really.
Travers.
So
Like
this is the full potential
no
of
no
Travers.
no. This is
I
like
know, man.
30%.
Yeah, I know. I
That
think
much.
you have
Not even half of what I really because what I really want to show. It's
man,
not
so
even half.
I'm just so proud of you. Like, you know, like if I, on the outside looking in, like, man, this is something. This is like real branding right here. Like,
Mm.
it's like a staple for Malaybalay. But coming from you, this is just 30%. So man, we have yet to uncover the 70%.
Yes,
man.
yes.
And I always honestly thought that you had a lot of upside, man. There's a huge upside to the Travers, man, like this brand that you're trying to grow. And I believe it's just a culmination of your life in a nutshell. And this is like Travers right now. And obviously your Middle Eastern influences come to play. Soul DXB and all the people you have come across your life here as well. So I just want to cap off this show right here. Man, we can talk all day because you know this is so natural for us. We've been like this tight, man.
Yeah,
So
man.
I want to cap off this show, and you know what I'm gonna ask you, right? Do I need to ask you?
Yeah, you can ask me what's the what.
I'm gonna put a banner to that. Hold on. So dude, what is your huge upside? There you go.
Yeah. What's my huge upside? It's one character that's very apparent to you, and that is recognizing recognizing your failure or being self-aware. That's a very very good tool. So when you are self-aware, you know what's your strength, what's your fault. You don't deny it. You deny it, but you know you're denying it. You still can say that to like these people on live is a very good thing. That's what my huge upside is. The self-awareness. We are aware that we have all this opinion. We talk about musicians being recognized who are from abroad. We talk about our brand starting to make its own mark. We talk about getting influence from other countries, other people, but recognizing that being self-aware that all this, what makes us as a person, trying not to impose it with other people is the best thing because we've talked about yeah we were trying to burn bridge with the folks that we lived together with before. I mean, like life happens, they're all busy, we are all busy. I mean, self-awareness these days is very important tool as a person. So that's my huge upside,
Absolutely.
man. In every
Thank you,
brand
man.
and every page that you run and every single thing that you are into, or you can associate yourself. Self-awareness is my huge upside, man. It humbles you. It makes
Yes.
you pause, think of yourself. If you said so much that doesn't make sense to others, but you know yourself, you just said that, but not to push it to others. So that's just it. And
And
yeah, that's my huge upside, man. And represent Filipino, man. Pinoy ta,
yes.
yawa. So
Well,
I'm very very happy and lucky to be on board for having me as a guest tonight. We've
of
talked a
course.
lot, everything under the sun.
Grabe nga plano. Karon
Gra-
at least nahitabo na gid siya. It
Ganit.
happened.
This is not the last man, promise me.
Of course.
We have
And
to have
we have
another.
to we have to keep doing this because again, man, like not because I want to have like vested interest and gain some value from you, but of course, man, we love to have you along because you were part of like the early stages of. I mean, you still are a part of this because I rely
I
heavily.
still want to be part of it.
Of course, man.
Very
you,
actively.
you've always been a part, man. It's just that, again, like what you said, life hits. You know, like we all got some score to settle with life. And I'm so happy and proud of you, man. Traverse. The only way it can go is up, man. Keep traversing, man. And for anyone who's listening right now, man, you can have a few takeaways from what he just said, man. That's the blueprint right there. You want to grow your brand? That's it. Replay this episode. And for everyone out there, thank you for listening.
Shout out to Ike.
Yeah, man, you wanna plug something? This is the time. Yeah.
Yeah,
go for it.
Traverse. We're having a setback because my dad left, and also financially, I'm struggling. Yeah,
Yeah, it's normal these
yeah.
days.
But it's just a passion. But I wanna manifest. I mean, share it with everyone in the future. Like I'm taking a slow step. But yeah, I don't necessarily want to promote or something, but just wanna say those words. Na Traverse is right there, waiting to release very soon, and Mike, he's a very good friend of mine. Congrats to his new release. Also, wala pa ko naka
Really.
wala pa. I'm in a very bad shape good po these days. You can't see it online or and all, pero like grabe
Keep
gyud
fighting,
ako.
but keep
Sa-
fighting, right? You
yeah.
made it here on this live, man.
Yeah, man. I mean, ikaw pod Mike, what the fuck? Makita ta diri po niya awa.
Yeah, let's catch up soon, man.
Let's catch up
Let's catch
soon.
up. Like I have a lot of plans for us. Like I want to collaborate with you some more and keep this relationship going. And I have to say that we have to end this live feed. And I appreciate your time on this platform, man. Like you've always been that guy for me. Thank you for everyone who's listening.
Thanks.
Thank
you so much.
And this is Huge Upside. Light and love,
Yep.
everyone. Light and love.
Thank you.
The way you whisper in my ear, make my troubles disappear. It's magic. The way your little fingertips make my heart do double flips. It's magic. And when you smile at me that way, you can warm the coldest day.
Love our videos, please click the like button or hit subscribe. This is the Huge
Even
Upside.
when you're gone, I find I hear you laughing in my mind.